my sixth thing to tell you guys is have at least one person's number from every class. Because, you know, when it's really late on the weekend and you're really feeling lonely. No, I'm just kidding. Just because when you forget to write down your homework or you're sick one day, I personally was very good at being absent from school. I took family trips and left early and missed a few days, or my friends would be visiting from out of town and I just take off a day, and people are like, oh, you get so far behind. I didn't really. Either I got as much as I could before, if I could. I did it. I looked it up online if I could, and I did it. Or right when I got back, I did it usually during the class or like in school. I would just get it done, and it wasn't that bad. 1 or 2 days is really not that bad if you stay on top of it. When I was sick, I never did homework when I was sick, I don't think. Like, when you're sick in bed, you don't really want to do schoolwork. But it might be nice to have your friend to be like, hey, what did I miss? Or like, was there a quiz today that I need to study for? That way when you go back, you're not like, the teacher's not like, you need to take this quiz, you missed it. And you're like, oh my god, I didn't know there was a quiz, you know? Or maybe they just made an announcement, like, there's going to be a test on Friday, and so you have one less day, versus if you know it in your head, even if you're not studying, you're kind of thinking about it, and it helps a lot. So have someone's number, that way you can text just in case. And you make a friend, right? Or it's an excuse to text the really cute boy sitting next to you, or the really cute girl. Okay, this one is going to sound so cliche, but I really want to stress it to you. Rumors aren't true. People spread rumors. You hear something and you think it's true, so you continue to spread it, and it all started as a rumor, and people make up rumors to make other people that they don't like or that they're having an issue with feel smaller than they are. And if a rumor is spread about you, it's not going to last. They're not true. No one's going to remember. It might not go away in a week. It might not go away in a month, but when you're away in your life and you're getting a job, no one's going to ask you about the rumor that was spread to you about you, and it can be really hard. But pick your friends wisely. That should have been one of my tips. There are people that are genuinely nice, and there are people that aren't. And sometimes people that aren't look like the cool ones to be friends with, and some of the cool ones are going to be really nice, and some of them just aren't, and you need to stay away from them. They won't make your life any better. They'll probably make it worse, and it's just not a good friendship. I was really lucky to have really good friends, but I also chose very wisely. I didn't have 400 friends. I don't know that many people very well, you know? I had my 5 to 10 really good friends, and then I had like 20 more that were like okay friends, and then I had a lot of friendly faces. But you don't need to have a lot of really good friends. It's good to have a few really good friends and stick to them, and that totally went off tangent. But my point was, just breathe, rumors will pass, okay? And don't spread any, oh god. Number 8. Good, I got it right. This one is really, it requires a lot. You need to know about yourself. This tip is know the classes you need to study for and study for them. Personally, for me, I was decent at math, but I never liked it, and I always had to study for it. English, I mean, pretty much if you read the material, you're going to do well in English. You need to read. Biology, I was really good at. I never really needed to study, and the teacher would be like, you need to study 2 hours, and I knew that I knew the material, so I didn't need to study, and I did fine. You need to know yourself. Some people need to study for all of them. Some people need to study for none of them. I hate those people, and so does everyone else, but you know, they can't help it. They're really good at school. So just know what you need to study for and study for it, and things you don't need to study for, don't study, you know? And if you don't study for it because you don't think you need to study for it, and then you end up not doing very well, think about that and reevaluate it next time so you can fix your ruined grade or whatever. This one, I think everyone, at least girls, struggle with in high school at some point. Not everyone. There are a few girls that just have very good self-confidence, but my thing is, you don't need a boyfriend. Not everyone in high school has a boyfriend. You can have fun being single. It's not going to end the world. Just breathe. You can rush into things that you don't want to be in if you're too desperate. And if you're really desperate, guys don't necessarily want to be with you. You know what I mean? This goes for boys too. Same with girls. Girls don't like desperate guys. If you're a nice guy and you are funny, or you have you don't just want to be nice. Girls and guys don't just want to be nice. I always say nice isn't a personality, because it's not. Nice is good quality. You need to have something else. You need to be funny, or you need to be interesting, or you just need to be interested in something. It doesn't matter if you like basketball and the girl you likes, I don't know, figure skating. It doesn't really matter. If you seem interested in something and you're willing to talk about it and explain it, then that you can get a new interest, and or it's fun to see people that really like something. It's exciting to see people who are passionate about things talk about it. Yeah, I don't know, I got way off tangent. The point is, you don't need a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You will survive. Not everyone has a boyfriend or a girlfriend in high school. It can be really hard, but you have the rest of your life, so calm down. And number 10, this is my biggest tip that I really want you guys to take, and it works really well for me. Towards the end of school, I really didn't care. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to do the work. I didn't want to be in class. I didn't care, but you know what the important thing is? You need to act like you care. And I'm like dead serious saying this. Especially the first month, you need to act like you really want to be there, and you need to act like you're interested in the teacher's class, and you need to be nice to the teacher, and you need to do your work. And it'll pay off, I promise you. People that don't want to be there or don't care and they act like it, and they're like, fuck this, like, I don't even want to be here, I didn't do my homework, like, sorry, like, oops, like, or they call on you and you're like, oh, like, I don't know, or you talk all of class. The teacher's not going to like you. They're not going to want to make you succeed in life. You have to at least act like you care, because then the teacher will want to help you. And if you get an 89 at the end of the year, they might raise it to a 90. Or if you get a 69, they might raise it to a 70. It really matters. And teachers aren't always the nicest people, but if you act like you care at least a little bit, their chances are going to help you out. Or like for me, I had many teachers where, if you do your homework the first month of school and then one day you forget it, or you just don't turn it in, they might be like, oh, it was missing. Like, they always do their homework, and they just give you credit. Or they're like, oh, they'll believe you when you say you forgot it because you always turn it in, so you obviously forgot it, and then you have an extra day. And it doesn't always work out, but it does a lot of times. You just don't want to piss off teachers. They can really screw up your life, is my point. And they can be, I've had my share of really bad teachers, and one of them I wasn't very nice to, and it didn't really work out very well for me. So, act like you care, even if you don't. Act, really try, and you'll survive. I promise you'll get through it. Anyway, these are just 10 basic tips that can help you any year. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!